Oh, so we're punching up referees now. We're punching up referees. Come on, man. Nah, man. One punch Mickey as well. Listen, no. I shouldn't be laughing because I do not condone this type of behavior. This is actually really bad. Like, I don't care how bad you think the officials are, the referees, the officiating. We do not condone physically assaulting or abusing referees, verbally abusing, no type of abuse on the referees or the officials. This is really bad, man. Something needs to change, man. In the words of the great late Owen Hart, enough is enough, and it's time for a change. Hi there, guys, and welcome to A Dash of Sports. I'll be your host and presenter, Dashiki Dash. And on this show is where I talk about all things sports related, hot topics, and trending stories. And if you like my previous shows, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And most importantly, press that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my shows. And one last thing, don't forget to share this. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight into the show. And I'm here to talk about the infamous incident that happened in Turkey, where one of the team's president came down from his box or wherever he was and came down to punch up a referee. Now, that's something that we would never, I personally would never condone such behavior, whether that's, at the marshes, Hackney Wick marshes, Market Road, any amateur football, Sunday league. We're not even going to condone it there, let alone in a professional setting. Unbelievable and disgusting and disgraceful behavior. Turkish football leagues were suspended after referee Halil Ümit Malir was assaulted by MKE Ankaragücü president Faruk Koca during a top-flight game. Now, the assault and altercation all occurred after a 97th minute equalizer in a 1-1 Super League draw with Ceyhunspor. This then led to the Turkish FA chairman Mehmet Büyükekşi, who announced that the indefinite postponement of all league matches, condemning the attack as a disgrace to Turkish football. In the words of the great Didier Drogba, this is a disgrace, a fucking disgrace. Listen, man, I'm trying to make light of it, and I do apologize. My throat is actually bunning me right now. But listen, we're not condoning this, innit? By all means, we're not condoning this. And it's a shame because it's like, I don't want to say like, oh, I understand, because I don't, but I do at the same time. I understand frustration. I understand getting upset. I understand getting heated, but you have to control your emotions. This is mad. We've seen things like this before. Don't get it twisted. I don't want to make this seem like this is like the first time this has happened. We've seen it in the Premier League. I've seen like the Canio push over a referee. I've seen in South American football like Brazil, Argentina, where referees are getting chased all over the pitch. I've seen it in Africa, African leagues, where players are chasing the referees. I've even heard stories of referees being followed to their homes. They've been run out the stadium and followed to their homes, and then their homes have been vandalized. I've heard stories about referees' family members being held up due to just, doing their job or trying to do their job. When you hear all these kind of stories, you think to yourself, man, this is actually mad. This is serious. Now, personally, for me, like I said, I'm trying to understand, I've played football at different levels, and I get it. You get a bit frustrated. You get really frustrated, actually. I don't want to say a bit. Let me not hold my tongue. You get frustrated with the refereeing decisions. I watch football. I've been supporting my team for the longest. I watch football. You get frustrated then. But does it get to the point where you want to punch up the referee? You want to harm the referee? Like, no. I'm going to say it. No. Like, we understand that officiating, being a referee, being a person that's trying to be impartial in a situation is a difficult job. Yeah. I think all we ask for is like for them to be able to do the job to their best capabilities, to their best abilities, and we ask for them to, be assisted or be given the tools or be given help to be able to do their job. That's what we ask. We just ask for it to be done properly, as best as they can. But if it comes to the point where, you're dissatisfied with a decision, it can't come to the point where you go down to the pitch and go and punch up a referee, or you go and assault a referee or chase the referee down. These high-end presidents, I don't know, man. These owners, CEOs, whoever these guys are, when they come down to the pitch and they assault these referees, there's something on the line, man. Big bets, like whatever it is that they got on the line. I can only believe that's the reason why they come down to the pitch to assault these referees. Like, it can't just be the decision itself. It can't be. Or can it? You can't get to that point of anger like you're going to come down and punch up the referee, beat up the referee, pull a gun out on a referee. Like, it gets crazy, man. Listen, I've seen referees as well pull out a gun as well. Like I said, them South American places, they're protecting themselves because they know that the fans get crazy there. They jump over barricades and all that kind of stuff. So I've seen referees also punch up players. It goes both ways. But like, let's get down to the bottom of this. Why are people feeling like that's the right way to go and to handle things? Like, what kind of emotions do you get to that you need to physically assault someone on the pitch, whether it be the referee or the coaching staff? It's mad. It's actually crazy when you think about it. Now, you know what? I actually now remember there was another incident where another president, PAOK president, Even Savidis, who came down to the pitch and allegedly he was brandishing a gun. He had a gun on him. So he came to the pitch with a gun, allegedly. Now, that is actually mad. Even in Italy, we heard that was it in Italy? It wasn't Italy, innit? It could have been Italy or France. One of those where the team management, the staff, the coaches all went and chased the referee back to the referee's locker room to go, like, I don't know, man, to stick it on the referees, innit? To stick it on the officials. That's mad. I'm laughing about it because it's just ridiculous. That's the only reason why I'm laughing. I'm not trying to make light of the situation because this is going above and beyond, sport in general. Like, we need to just understand that this is sport. It's a game, as they say. We can get all heated. We can get all mad and upset about decisions that go against us, but we can't be taking things into our own hands. You're crossing the line. This is a criminal act now, assault. I'm hearing now that, the referee was taken to hospital. Both the referee and the president actually were taken to hospital. The president is also now being released from hospital. The referee, who suffered black eye and some bruised ribs, and as well as getting punched, he was getting kicked on the floor as well. But he's been released from hospital. He's doing okay. He's recovering. And recently, just of recent, it's been reported that the president of that Turkish team has now been arrested, and rightfully so. So well done to the Turkish police and whoever obviously served them up. He wouldn't have been hard to find anyway. But yeah, he's been arrested, and rightfully so, man. He has to get done. Criminal charges of assault has to be applied. The hefty letter of the law has to be put on him because this is absolutely ridiculous. We're not going to condone this in football, and this will not be condoned in normal society either. So rightfully so that he's been arrested. Now I'm going to try and play a little bit devil's advocate, and it's hard, but I'm trying to come from a point of understanding how one can get to the point of that extreme anger that you'll go and punch up a referee. Can I just give some suggestions, by the way? Like some courses need to be, dished out, some workshops, something, because yo, this is actually mad. Now, I want to ask this question in it. Please put your comments down below and let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as well. But is it come to the point where the refereeing has become so bad that it's invoking these type of, feelings and emotions in people, that we're getting to the point where, referees are getting punched up, referees are being chased, referees are being abused? Is it down to the poor officiating, what we're considering as poor officiating? Because referees, they've not been perfect. All of a sudden now it seems like, the referees have really been bad, but referees have been bad from back in the days, man. Let's not get it twisted. We've been complaining about referees for the longest time. Now, maybe I'm going to add another spin to this. Maybe now, in a day and age of social media, where, these issues are constantly being spoken about, it's, there's no respite, basically. So if something happens over the weekend, we're going to talk about it on that weekend. We're going to talk about it on the Monday. We've got shows and YouTube channels and social media platforms like A Dash of Sports that's going to continue talking about it. So, we can't move on from these incidents. Where back in the days, we'll speak about over the weekend, whatnot, go into schools or college or wherever, workplaces, chat about it on Monday. By Tuesday, it's done. We're looking forward to the next weekend of football. But nowadays, it gets dragged and dragged. So ultimately, it just seems like these referees are just, there's no respite. I don't know. It's just a thought process. But once again, there's no excuses. We do not condone the abuse of referees and officials. It's a hard job. Let's put that out there first and foremost. It's a hard job, man, to be a referee, someone that's officiating, someone that's trying to be impartial. So let's cut them some slack, man. Let's cut them some slack. But let me put that question out there once again. Is it the referee's fault? Is it poor refereeing decisions and officiating that's resulting to people acting a fool, acting up? Do referees deserve this? That's another question I'm going to ask. Do referees deserve this? In my opinion, and if I was to put out a statement out there, no one deserves to be punched up. Nobody deserves that. And like I said earlier on, the president of that Turkish team has been arrested, and rightfully so, because that is a criminal act, man. Assault on somebody, on another person, that is a criminal act. But look, man, it's not always been that bad though. Let's reel it in, because it just seems like, I'm dumping on the referees, or referees are just the baddest people on earth. In other sports, another thing I want to ask, in other sports as well, like, what is the relationship with referees? Because I know in rugby there's a high level of respect, cricket, there's a high level of respect. All kind of other sports that we see, there's a high level of respect. But I'm not going to take that away from football, because I feel like back in the days as well, we did respect referees. There's a load of referees that were respected. One referee that comes to mind in particular is Pierluigi Collina, the bald-headed, the most renowned and recognizable referee. Bald-headed, beady eyes. That was one referee you did not mess around with. You could not. I wonder if that Turkish referee would have thought twice about punching up Collina. Now, using him as an example, what was it about him that warranted that respect? That players, even if they tried it, don't get me twisted, there was times where I saw there was players that squared up to the referee, but the referee had something about him. Collina had something about him that just commanded that respect. What was it? Now, I never grew up watching Italian football on a consistent basis to be like, oh, Collina was the perfect referee. No, he probably made tons of mistakes. But like I said, it's just how people reacted to him. He seemed like the model, the model referee that most people would be like, you know what, nah, he's the one. But there's other referees. Like growing up watching the Premier League, I remember the likes of Howard Webb, Mike Dean, Michael Oliver, Martin Atkinson, Anthony Taylor, Uriah Rennie. You remember Uriah Rennie? Black referee. And crazy, the only black referee as well. Things need to change, man. Anyway, let me not get off topic. Referees that were quite famously renowned. We're looking back on them now. We're not really remembering how bad they were. But at one point at stage, they were bad referees. But I just felt like, they were treated with somewhat respect. You know what I mean? In some cases, they were treated with somewhat respect. What was that referee that got pushed? I forget his name, man. The one that DiCanio pushed, bald-headed one. Man, put your comments down below, man, and let me know, man, because I can't remember right now. But yeah, there's been incidents, but like, I don't know, man. It's just barring this punch that the Turkish referee received and the assault and all of that kind of stuff. I just feel like right now referees are being like, there's a lot of heat on referees right now, man. A lot of heat on referees, and that's why I asked a question in terms of like, is the refereeing nowadays, is it bad? Is it worse than back in the days? Or is it just heightened by the social media and just like constant like barrage of continuous conversations about officiating and the referees? There's no respite. Like I said, back in the days, you could talk about it for a small period of time and then we moved on because it wasn't constant. We didn't have all of these platforms, but now we do. Day in, day out, content is created based on refereeing decisions that happened the week before, the weekend before, the match before, the game before, and there's no respite. But let me know, man, what is your thoughts on it all, man? Like, what needs to happen? What needs to happen? You know what I mean? Because like I said, man, in the words of the great late Owen Hart, man, enough is enough and it's time for a change. Anyway, let me know your thoughts about all of this, man, because this is a madness. A madness. Just because the referee gives a decision that you don't like doesn't give you the right to go and punch him up, man. We do not condone that type of behavior. And I hope that the full extremity, the full letter of the law, comes down on him and he's punished for his assault on the referee. But let me know what you think. Put your comments down below. And remember, this is a dash of sports. This is where I talk about all things sports related, hot topics and trending stories. And if you don't want to miss out on any of my shows, remember to press the notification bell because I don't really have scheduled times where I drop these videos. Not yet anyway, but if you press the notification bell, then you will know when I drop a video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe, and share this video. Let me know your thoughts. Once again, put your comments down below. Until the next time here on A Dash of Sports, peace.